In today's video, we're checking out the brand new Hacker Tower. This tower comes at a hefty price of 5,500 gems or 2,999 Robux. So we're gonna find out if it's actually worth it. Is it overpowered or is it just overhyped? Stick around to find out. Before we jump in, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Alright, let's get started. First up, placing a Hacker Tower will cost you 1,400 in-game cash, and you can only place 2 of them per game. And trust me, there's a good reason for that, which we'll see later on. Here are the base stats for the tower. Now let's put it to the test and see just how powerful it really is. Honestly, the laser beam on this tower looks amazing. I'm really impressed with the design. And just like we saw in the previous leak, the Hacker Tower actually has the ability to convert enemies into your own units. That's exactly what's happening here. Every time it eliminates an enemy, that enemy is turned into one of our units. It's a really cool mechanic and adds a unique twist to the gameplay. Now for the level 1 upgrade, we unlock the wire fraud. What it does is actually pretty interesting. It increases the cash rewards you get from enemies. So basically, every enemy you take down will give you more money. With the level 2 upgrade, things get even better. First, we unlock hidden detection, so the tower can now target hidden enemies, a big plus. We also get another damage boost and an upgrade to the synapses, which is essentially the laser. That means the tower can now target 2 enemies at once. On top of that, the laser beam now applies a 15% slowness debuff to enemies, which is honestly really impressive. But that's not all. The unit conversion also gets a buff. The enemies you convert now come back with increased health, making them even more effective on your side. This tower is shaping up to be seriously powerful. Next up, at level 3, we get a massive damage increase, and that alone makes the tower even more of a threat. And the tower hologram. This lets the Hacker Tower clone one of your existing towers for 60 seconds, essentially creating a holographic duplicate. That's a huge advantage, especially if you clone a powerful tower. To activate the ability, just use it and select one of your towers. Then choose the area where you want the clone to be placed. After a few seconds, a drone will fly in and start constructing the hologram. And just like that, you'll have a clone of the tower you selected. I also tried placing a second Hacker Tower and attempted to clone it using the ability, but it didn't work. So it looks like you can't clone the Hacker Tower itself, which means no sneaky way to get a third one on the field. Kind of expected, but still worth a try. Anyway, with the level 4 upgrade, we basically get enhancements to all the abilities we've unlocked so far. Wire fraud gets another boost, giving us even more cash from enemies. The slowness debuff gets stronger, making it even harder for enemies to push through. The tower hologram is upgraded as well, and so is the unit conversion, meaning the converted enemies are now tougher than ever. Overall, it's just a big upgrade across the board, making everything from the earlier levels even better. Now for the final upgrade, we've got 2 path options, overclock and rug pull. Let's start with overclock. With overclock, your fire rate gets faster, your range increases, but there's a trade-off. Your damage actually goes down a bit. However, to balance that out, the synapses, or laser targets, get a big boost, going from 2 to 4 targets at once. That's a huge jump in crowd control. On top of that, the unit conversion gets another upgrade, giving the converted units even more health. From what I can tell, this might be the tankiest version yet. Definitely a big improvement over the previous upgrades. Now, let's take a look at the second path, rug pull. Just like overclock, this upgrade also increases your range and slightly lowers your damage. But the key differences start to show here. With rug pull, the synapses increase to 3 targets. Not as many as overclock's 4, but still a nice boost. The slowness debuff becomes even stronger, making it great for controlling large waves. You also get a buff to wire fraud, so you'll be earning even more cash from enemies. And here's the big one. Cloning now costs only 65% of the original tower's price, making it way more affordable to duplicate your strong towers. Overall, rug pull seems like the more support-focused path, while overclock leans toward aggressive crowd control. Alright, let's go ahead and try out overclock first and see just how strong this top path really is. I'm curious to see if the extra targeting and faster fire rate can make up for the reduced damage. Honestly, I think the top path is really solid. It feels like a more aggressive upgrade path, and I'm sure the second path serves a different purpose. But so far, overclock definitely seems worth it. The increased targeting and fire rate really make a difference, and it holds up well in tougher waves. Now for the second path, the bottom path, in my opinion, this one definitely feels more like a support-focused upgrade. And honestly, just speaking for myself, I still prefer the top path. The extra laser beams from overclock make a big difference, and the fact that the converted enemies get even more health makes it feel way more impactful overall. That said, I do think Rug Pull serves a different purpose, probably better suited for utility and team setups. But that's just my take. I'd love to hear what you guys think, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. So, is the Hacker Tower worth it? Definitely. It's a brand new tower with completely unique mechanics we haven't seen in the game before, and that alone makes it exciting. I really think it's worth picking up, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone finds a strategy that makes this tower even more powerful than it already is. Let's just hope it doesn't get nerfed too soon, but for now, it's a solid addition to the game and a lot of fun to use.